Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Let me take out the tea, the sparkling water. How are we doing, Musical Chef? Congrats on getting first. Elder, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the hydrated tea. The tea, well, I'm not drinking tea right now. Well, I'm having barley. Does that make me old? Well, technically, I am 1 year older. I had my birthday this Saturday. I had a cool cake. I posted it on the Discord if you want to watch, if you want to see. But technically, I am older. But does that make me a Grammy moth yet? Cool double cake, a double cake. That is true. I had a double cake. Let me see if I have anything that looks like barley on my assets. Hmm. You know what? Hell yeah. This works. This my barley. There it is. It's still pretty hot. I don't know if I can hydrate. Let me see. But while I do this, what did you snack on or what did you eat before coming to the stream? I had some rice and some chicken. Pretty basic, but pretty good, and let me say. Which I must say, having chicken in this stream, before this stream, seems fitting. It was not fried chicken, but it was chicken. And we're about to go for a ride with the chicken man himself. I do wonder if he's edible. I don't know about this game. Yeah, this looks piping hot. I'm gonna burn my tongue if I do it right now, but I will not forget to hydrate. I promise you, I swear. Sorry, I'm just blowing on it because there's so much steam. It's so hot. But I also want to hydrate. Come on. But how was your weekend, everyone? I spent a weekend with friends and family. I went to the mall on Monday. No, on Sunday. On Monday, I did also go to a mall because I had Monday off from work because it was my birthday on Saturday, so my boss gave me a day off and I chose to do it on Monday. So there was a lot of things on Monday. Like me and my boyfriend, like he had a day off as well. We just went to a bunch of places. And we ended up buying plates. Because the plan for our future house and with dishware is we buy a set of black and we buy a set of white plates, mugs and bowls and etc. So we saw some really cool black ones on yesterday. And we ended up buying them and I'm very excited. We also did see like a white set that was really beautiful. The problem with the set that was really heartbreaking, and it is something that I need to be careful when picking out stuff like that, is that you know when you're stacking bowls, like putting them away and that they don't fit very well, and that'll lead to like breaking and whatchamacallit, like ripping. It's not ripping because it's dishes, but you know, it'll end up cracking easily. So not very good, not very stackable, not very safe, which was sad. I must say it was sad, but we had to leave them there. We bought the plates at like a place where you can get like plates and mugs and bowls and whatever by the kilogram. So it's actually like, it's not a lot cheaper than the alternative, but it is cheaper and they look way cooler. So it ends up like being nicer. Do you know what I mean? Hold on, let me adjust my monitors. I'm not sure where I'm good. I'm figuring out where I am. Yeah. Do you know what? Hell yeah. I had a very fun weekend and Monday. So I hope you had some fun as well, everyone. Okay, I was able to take a sip. It's not that bad. We win. We win these. Okay. Fun. Hi, Jess. Yes, it was very fun. How are you doing? How are you doing? Um, I am about to stop the music, actually. And we're going to here. And I'm about to open. The name of the game is I Love You, Coldness Sanders, a finger licking good dating simulator. It can only be good. Oh my god. It's not even game capturing. Oh, oh wait, there's a, you're not seeing this. Oh my god, stop. You need to see that. Hold on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait. It's not capturing. Because it's full screen. Hold on. Can I make this borderless? And I'll reopen it. I promise you. Settings. Not full screen. Game capture. Oh, it's this one. There it is. So if I put full screen now, it works? Okay. So let me leave, back, exit, and then reopen. So you can see what I just saw. It's very, very important. A hot older man who likes to cook, sign me on. To be honest, that's what I'm saying. Okay, you need to see what I just saw. Come on, capture it. Capture it. Yes, okay. Jesus Christ. I love it. I'm already very impressed. Whole ass anime intro, I love that. I'm very impressed myself. Let me just, well, it's time to take the Christmas decorations off. Sorry, everyone. Let me see what I can do to put there. Oh, wait. What if I do that? No, it's probably a little tricky. Because I'll be here. No, let's take me out of there. But that was beautiful. That was a little emote. What can I put there? Do I have any chicken? I don't. I need to get more assets. I do. Oh, but Valentine's is coming. I should put some... Hold on. Yeah. I should have thought of this. I'm really sorry. Some hearts there. Yeah. Don't worry, I got this. Oh yeah. gonna try and make these red. I should have thought of this. I'm really sorry. I forgot Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna stream on Thursday too, so I'll make this a little better. But for now, it'll be like this, okay? So let's start a new game on I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-linking good dating simulator. Before we get started, tell us your name, of course. Tronem. I'll be just sipping on my barley here. Oh, also, hi Kamita, hi Senny, how are we doing? We're just about to start. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, good thing I brought some beverage because I'm gonna do some narration today. I pull you in closer. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. I can't choose with... Okay, it's gotta be with a mouse. Smack that clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. I'm gonna take this seriously, guys. I'm at the prestigious culinary school. Oh my god, hi Tome! Where's the alerts?
Tome _& Pramby just joined.
I think the alerts got lost in translation. Hold on. I'm gonna do it again. There it is. We'll put it right there. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate the 28 months. Thank you so much for your everlasting support. But how are you doing? Did you snack on anything? Let me know. I put my little flushed emote out there in the corner. I need to prepare my stream a little for Valentine's. I'll try and get more heart stuff and lovely stuff for Thursday. But yeah, I'm gonna take this seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth, brush, hair, combed, pits, deodorized. Nothing can stop me now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. That sound was really bad. On my ears. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Singing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Tronam. Are you excited for the first day the rest of your lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by the MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning famous 3-day only semester, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Our sweet girl Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I'm gonna pep talk you, my best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares I've been trying to forget. I knew she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that car with the fancy looking tower, and the other car featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I don't know if destined for great things it's what it means, to be honest, but you do you, Pookie Poo. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. If not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? That's really impressive, actually. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! Oh God. I'm sweating. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. You can get anything you want, Ashley. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Tronum shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can stand Ashley. Ashley? I'm gonna call her Ashley. Even her name's annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add an extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van, the madman, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You rang. Motherfucker looks like Puri Prisoner from One Punch Man. Do you know what I'm saying? Hells yeah, you look beautiful, honey. You've never been sure of what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against a window directly next to it. Ew. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my papa. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Tronum. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? Miriam Starr. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of a class. Adorable. Oh my god. His name is Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around as you swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Oh yeah, this is cinema. You're immediately swept up to the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before I can finish the sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A harsh murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before a faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Well, maybe. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all the weird insults? Besides, when Shornum sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I take a moment to clean myself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. It's just a student. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Hell yeah, Clank, you made it. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. What kind? Well, it's gotta be chicken, right? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks into it. His favorite. Yeah! Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving her hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats, and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Ooh. Hey, Jordan, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Oh my god, I shouldn't abandon my best friend. Thank you for the hydrate I just did. I'm gonna be doing a lot of narration today, so hydration will be necessary. Never abandon your best friends or your crush. Never. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Exactly, friendship power. You never abandon your best friend for your crush. Your best friend's always there. Your crush might not be. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a pop quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Well, he did say spork earlier, so it's a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That one. That's right. A sprinkle's a good boy. He's the best boy. That's right. Your total score is 5 out of 5. Unfortunately, I have to go. Gonna work early tomorrow. Have a nice play. We'll see you afterwards. Thank you so much for stopping by, Sandy. I really appreciate it. You have a lovely rest of your night. Sleep well and keep yourself hydrated. Have sweet dreams. Hopefully, you'll dream of Colonel Sanders. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Stop! Oh my god. Hot diggity Tronum, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Let. She says, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that's... Oh my god, he looks beautiful. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled higher, huge pieces of chicken breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve that perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, do you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what singer Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she sides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skill like this. She wants him all to herself. Ashley, back off! Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take this. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide and he starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in and pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavor to feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Let's approach him. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops at what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could take you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out of you and ask. It's an idea I had for a combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time, as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality of him. I'm gonna be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Ronan. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Guys, we might have this in the bag. I'm working hard for it. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. No, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Tronum, I'll prepare our station. Sorry, Miriam. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. The different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Well, wee woo. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. What do you want to ask Miriam? Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. I think I like Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh my god. Hold on there, fella. We don't know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not even have a face, but there's something charming and in earnest about him. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank shudders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Take a basic dish and divide up to steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Ooh. Let's keep it modest, let's keep it humble. My grandmother's mashed potatoes and graves. He loves me. We got Colonel Sanders in the bag. We got this. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make him something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. You know, fast food restaurants, they can advertise all they want, but KFC has advertised to all demographics. And they're doing a great job right here. I'm gonna take a sip to that. Oof. I haven't done this much narration in a bit. Give me a second. Okay, just needed to have a quick cough. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? Oh no, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Jordan's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh my god, why is the music suddenly blasting? Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Tronin was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. I doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Oh my god, her tights have chicken legs. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really good at going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders. Turn to Miriam. Turn to Miriam. You turn to Miriam, as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girlfriend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving me in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps? But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Tornum is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. There are those cute corgis in their short but sturdy state stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your neatly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and if for that small moment, all of that matters and pressure in this crazy world stops. Oh my god. I wish you could take this out, so I could have a screenshot. Oh my god, he's beautiful. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the drooping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Tronum. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I ask potato face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Oh, it's him. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a parallax glade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long, Vance. Now it is I who will have the first bite, and you will have to look with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes up a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus is rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I let something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of his tentacle being sloughed up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then he's almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock is frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite the obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Ghost of student. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. And they were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Tronum. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I am the hero. The Spark Monster is here to fight a hero. Holy shit. I think I left the bridge door open. The nerds. How dare you threaten us just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because of the monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or that was just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh, attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. It's the only attack I have. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spark Monster. Spark Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spark Monster won't forget this. Spark Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spark Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Well, I think we should defend now. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your hands between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spark Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spark Monster uses Utilitarian style. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack again. You decide to go on the attack. Cooking with love does 1 damage. Spark Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have that clean that up. Really vulnerable, Spark Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power pinch. Oh my god. That's 10 damage. Spark Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spark Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast. Don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spark Monster scuffles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down for your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away, without any energy to keep your eyes open. Darkness overtakes you. Sorry. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Holy shit. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient the Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spark Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's nothing about him. I like him. Like him. There's something about him. I said, I read there's nothing about him. I'm so sorry. There's something about him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. And not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. He did. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that when he was voted prom king at the school, he didn't even go to. And it was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Oh my god, Sleepy, hi. You had Chickman? We are playing the Chickman man. Colonel Sanders is so dreamy. Oh my god, so you better be prepared. But how you doing? Mwah. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't it be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient. Yeah, I just said that, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on summer vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in a botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powdered created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later when I cooked it with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Oh, she was a drug mule. Whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know more about about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, it would mean the world to me. No one's ever known it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share with your bestie? Listen, secrets are secrets. Like, it doesn't matter who it's with. We're gonna make a perfect ingredient, and I need to drink some. Goodness, all this narration. Killing me. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied your curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossoms fill the air. Holy shit. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. I'm gonna stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of seeing him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Let me be. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beauty you have. I mean, what a horseful beauty you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miri attempts to cover for you. Alternatively, just getting really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you with Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Ben, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must really be bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over at Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Oh, whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make her look like a bee and mind your own wags, honey? I'm gonna act like I'm not interested, but try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book's a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. And we're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Hey, babe. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such a language, not even from a stand mixer. Wop wop. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think they might just be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Can you date the stand mixer? I will look further into this. I'm not sure. I want to date Colonel Sanders. He's so dreamy. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to the signal. This true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Colonel Sanders is kind of hot. I can show him 12 spices. Oof. And I lay him in a bed of herbs, if you know what I mean. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was the chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Trona? Naturally, this appears to be a simple platter, a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? This can end badly, but I'm gonna put a shimmering pepper. A brightly curdled pepper stands out in front from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever is tripped through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy. You must... You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes, and I'm sure you'll forgive you. Someday? Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria's lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared by a timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. I'm gonna step up and tell him you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to whip up the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool! A good one, Van Van, and I like your gumption, Tronum. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports saying court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we'll turn on that timer. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. I stand corrected. The hard way builds a solid foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in any case that's wondering. I hope the message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What's the temperature? Oh shit, 100 Celsius. That's right, but how would you ever gotten into school without knowing that? Oh, winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders exactly, but you have an idea. How many spices? 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed into the right direction. Now that you got the basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most frail? Gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you ever hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is sleeping stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now, so where does it come from? A small town with yeah, that's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it. You try and shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it they'll be unable to speak. You notice coldness stands out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Tronum. Oh my god. Took a print screen of that. I'm gonna frame that. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonsful of gravy? Fuck, what were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Grr. You are stranded on this desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which one do you take? What a hunk. Oh my god. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot to cut you. Oh my god. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate... What? You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biggest biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes they need sacrificing the personal touch. You might not even have hands, but Tronum does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know where it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. No! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, and that's too bad. Here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me winner by default. No, no, no. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Tornum's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Tronum to do the honors, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nougat, and pails of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, it's 10:30. I'll take my supplement in a bit. Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Should I just go for it? I should keep my cool. I'm going to internalize the rage I feel. The rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not built to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. I'm beautiful in the way. I will fill his fire. He can fill me up, you know? But I've walked on the path and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as a... What? Is that true, Colonel Sanders' lore? Obstetrician? Is that what Colonel Sanders actually wanted to be before he became the Chicken Man? Can anyone fact check this? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even if I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then and that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Oh my god, he looks disheveled. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. He did practice law, apparently. Holy shit, Colonel. Oh my god. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's a spork monster. Borko? It is I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that it was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Lots of problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Marco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile up a person. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right in attack mode. I know that you're strong in cooking school, and I can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spark monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, as a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kid with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I'd lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Turn them together. I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like we're about to find out. Oh shit, he has a chicken. Let me hydrate. I'm good. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live in such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Well, I gotta reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire the taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you look closer at. Each item seems to radiate more memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, yeah, okay. What's the urn? You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Wow, what's this? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? That seems very dangerous. The most important question, does this game is not safe for work? Mothers, hear my call. I need to see Colonel Sanders. Chicken, if you know what I'm saying. Chicken male equivalent. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I need to take my supplement. Give me a second. Okay, supplement has been taken. Where do I send it to? Send it to Visual Novels with a spoiler mark saying that it's not safe for work content. And thank you. Wait. Before you do it, is it like an actual mod for the game or is it art? Because if it is art, you put it on the art channel. With a spoiler saying it's not safe for work. If it is related to the game, put it on the visual novel. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see it. I was going to search for action, not safe for work. Okay. Okay, there's a candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched color? Piece of wood floating in the lake. Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret ingredients. It's blank. There's a chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." The comb. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Oh my god. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. "Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?" Wait, what? I've never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I can just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window and crack, and the ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They all fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Even as a baby, he had a goatee. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that he must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seemed to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Time to go. Oh! You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one of its hangers and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. I'm gonna fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel. Yes, Turnham. I honestly think that this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Here they come! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. That one. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and he takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you to ask an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine in your taste bud, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm gonna flatter him. You know, I think we made a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. I cannot find. That is really, really sad. But thank you so much for looking into it. Mwah. You get home to find very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. Oh my god, Sleepy, you're so brave. It's okay.
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get up to the speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together with getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. They should just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. He what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. He offers to support you no matter what you do. Where's the mouse? Where did it go? There it is. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pa, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because you know, it's Pa. What's it swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I have a swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school. There is a horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Turnip, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. Oh, shit. That guy's so JoJo cutted for sure. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. May as well just give it up. Ashley, I know you're evil and you're my arch rival and you want my man. But I love women. You are so beautiful. Those chicken thighs and those thighs. God damn, I'm no better than a man. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears. Things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Turnham, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is it doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate warm gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Turnham. I am more than capable of enough to speak for myself. And maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Turnham. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane writings. Warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I can use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Pretend I read that correctly. Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a great memory erasing spell sitting in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! I'm not gonna do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose crunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. I'm gonna wait. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He's focused on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched up on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns pale and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I've told you never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but it doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your cherry cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied with his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Tronum, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before I can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no! You had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joe, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in mid-airs with the sand. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beaver. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold all hands as you pedal down the mountain or cliff for all I care. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh my god, you killed him. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank rips out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it is not entirely clear where it came from. He fucking died! Oh, he's back. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM. I gotta go to bed. Oh my god, it's okay. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. I love you so much. I was trying to be strong by MVP. It's okay. You can go EP, baby. Baby, bye bye. Good night. Thank you. Mwah. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think of any about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam. Are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I smashed a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of our frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend that time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Tronum's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and cherry blossom petals. Jordan, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. I'm gonna fess up my practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I'd ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown's about to begin. Sprinkles laid down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll pull you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per the usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but is trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cookie moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Airwash! Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Blaster Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops up pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Then Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic? Even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, we're doing this the hard way, as Colonel Sanders has taught us. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders says that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Tronum. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Tronum, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that she lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get that eye of nude from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Barco? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Barco had the day off, but you're conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Okay, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pot back in the old country, you can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he tries a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I tell her, good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Oh, I'm gonna summon extra power from deep down within myself. I can do this. I have whatever it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for the astronomy. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which could be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, Deuteronomy. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching it today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling up there with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been really my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing students. Pa? Clay? From off screen you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet you can see Pop hanging on a broom hooked by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how we didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in USSAL history, but it's not exactly your book material. Wait a second, pranks. Pranks clank. Where'd that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature weird beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow we must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. That is tiny. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffed around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Who would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug. Thank you, Tronum, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in Axel Hunt urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to save the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this, I can't poke at my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard from me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in the light rose water syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempt to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Turnham? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll beat it to myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. That looks really good. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could it be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems to downright cute and cozy. DJ dogs in the house. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Oh, Ashley, oh my god. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation is clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to file and notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, it's the Spark Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It looks like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accepted your diploma. So we made directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school scene. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music and the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not from this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has imagined to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get back to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and men by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? The end? I can't skip or anything.
Well, is it the end?
Oh, no, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Turnham, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. That was smooth, Turnham. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that would you expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Turnham. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing with him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Tronum, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! Wow. We done did it. Oh, yeah. Well, with that, we have concluded I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. That was a ride and a half, and I haven't narrated this much in forever. I'm not sure what we're gonna play on Thursday, but I'll definitely let you know. For now, I need to rest my throat, need to rest my vocal cords. Where's my mouse? There it is. And we'll see where we go from here, but I'm gonna end it here for today. I've had a great time, but I definitely need to rest my vocal cords. Now let's rate someone. Well, Jess, aka Open Eyes, is playing God of Ragnarok. She might finish today, so let's be on the lookout for that. Let's send her some love. I'll be in there just a little bit, and then I'll have to get ready for bed as I am also tired. But I really enjoyed today. We have started the dating sim February. Not sure what we'll play Thursday. What will we start? But we'll definitely figure something out. I love you all so much. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you later down on the week. Bye bye. Good night. Mwah. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I will do it.